If you want to make some picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game where you choose higher or lower on between 2 to 8 players and can win up to 325 times your entry. And using code Zerk when you sign up, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Alright, so we have some more leaks to get into and a bit else. I do want to give a shout out to Justin Clariot for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance, shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, notification bell on, comment below, Nota Gang. Also, do want to say shout out to you guys who have been copying the NFL preseason picks. We absolutely crushed this first week of NFL preseason. We won on 4 out of 5 NFL preseason days, and we got way more preseason coming. That being said, there's also college football week 1 picks and NFL week 1 picks up live right now on Underdog, and these projections are changing very, very rapidly. If you guys took my Justin Fields lower that I did, I got it at 215.5 passing yards. He's now down to 179.5. That is insane. And 36 yards of value, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. That being said, if you guys check out Underdog Fantasy right now, only when you sign up with code Zerk, you guys are gonna get up to $1,000 in bonus funds, and you're gonna get this Dak 0.5 yard free pick, which is a code Zerk exclusive. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks. I did post up that week 1 pick you guys just saw right there this morning, and I'll have more before we get to week 1. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Let's go over these legend leaks. Now, in case you guys didn't see the legend leaks that I actually talked about earlier this week, I'll quickly run over these cards I already talked about, then we'll get into all the new stuff. But one of the LTDs that is going to be dropping on this upcoming Saturday, guys, with legends is going to be T.O. Which, by the way, we know this T.O. is going to be an 86 overall because the other legend leaks, yeah, they actually show 85 overall in the graphics there. So, yeah, T.O. is going to be an 86 overall. He will be the best wide receiver in the game. And for those of you guys that don't know, this weekend is actually going to be for those people that are competing in the MCS, right? The $1.5 million prize pool tournament. Yeah, this card's going to be expensive because basically all of those guys that are competing in the MCS, they're going to be wanting to buy this TO. So depending on how good the offers are, which by the way, we have those leaks I'll cover with you guys, yeah, this might be a crazy expensive card. And in terms of the champions that were already leaked here before that I talked about with you guys, we know John Elway's coming, Steve Hutchinson, Darrelle Revis, and Warren Sapp. Now, Warren Sapp is always a pretty sought-after player because he just plays really, really good. Will he be the best defensive tackle in the game? I think absolutely. Revis could very well be the best cornerback in the game, and John Elway as well could be the best QB if you're not into super, super mobile quarterbacks, right? He's not going to have the speed of Lamar Jackson, or maybe he'll be around Josh Allen with 79 speed, possibly, depending on how much they want to, really juice him up. Baker Mayfield still has that 82 speed, but I think Elway is probably clearly going to be the best pure passer. He's probably going to have like 87 throw power. We'll see. Now, in terms of some other players, though, we did get some more leaks. Dwight Freeny right here, 85 overall. So yes, again, another champion, not an LTD, but a champion. Dwight Freeny is going to be dropping. Now, keep in mind, we do have a Saturday Legends release, and then Sunday we have part 1.5. So I'm assuming Freeny, the fact that he tweeted this out yesterday, right, is going to be the Sunday release here. So Freeny's probably going to be on Sunday, also be a great pass rusher. And then we got these guys as well. And again, I don't know, exactly how the split here is going to look, but Adrian Peterson, yeah, that's likely going to be the new best running back in the game, which currently right now, who's the best running back? Well, that'd probably be Saquon Barkley, right? Everybody loves Saquon Barkley, or you could say the rookie premier, Travion Henderson, who's also very good. Personally, I'm rocking out with Chase Brown right now, but AP, yeah, he's going to be good. Zach Thomas will be a very, very fast middle linebacker, hopefully so. And then Jackie Slater, another offensive lineman. So looking like a pretty decent first release, depending on how they make these cards. But then the other LTD guys, and again, I don't know if he's dropping on Saturday or if he's going to be, the eliminated for Sunday of part 1.5, whatever the case is there, is Troy Polamalu, who of course is a little bit on the shorter side, but Troy P always plays phenomenal. Like, he is one of my absolute favorite players to pick up. I don't know how many of you guys watched that gameplay that I did. It was probably like 4 years ago, 3 years ago at this point, but man, I think it was Ultimate Legend 97 overall Troy Polamalu. The plays this card made were just crazy. Like, I've never had a safety that would go for so many diving swats, diving picks, just absolutely come out of nowhere and make a play on the ball. Troy P always plays phenomenal for me. We also did, though, get some legend leaks, as you guys can see in terms of the offers, that is. Now, key to note here, weekly spotlight token, and mentions here for one of the bundles. I'm going to assume that that's something you're going to be able to use to get a free Legends player. There's probably going to be some solos and everything, but if you buy bundles, you'll basically just be able to get, you know, free players quicker. I would assume so. But as you guys see here, the offers, we have 377 plus overall B&D legend players, 380 plus B&Ds, and a weekly spotlight. I don't know how much any of these are going to be, so take that as it is. I don't necessarily like the pack right there. You guys see the graphic on the right side, right? The 280 plus or 85 overall champions. Not really a big fan of opportunity stuff like that, right? Especially depending on what the price of that is going to be. Now, I would assume at the bottom contains your choice of 2 of 4 80 plus overall legend players, 2 of 4 82 plus overall legend players, and your choice of 1 of 2 85 overall legend champs or LTDs. That's probably going to be a $100 bundle, right? I had to assume that. Probably going to be a $100 bundle. And there's also another one, which is 8 80 plus overall platinum players and 1 85 overall legend champ or 86 overall LTD. Again, I would assume that's probably 100 there. Maybe some of these here are mixed in with like step offers and stuff. So maybe we get lucky in that final one, like 2 of 480 plus, 2 of 482 plus, and then either a champ or LTD isn't $100 and it's only like a $50, but it'll be hidden behind, you know, step offers, whatever. We'll just have to see. Now, we also did get other leaks, though. Again, we have some preseason standout leaks right here in terms of offers. As you guys see, Deron Bland, Bijan Robinson. This promo is going to be dropping on Thursday. I already talked about, you know, some of these players dropping. So I would assume this means that on Thursday, we're getting Bijan, and we're also getting Deron Bland right here with release 1 and some of the offers. Also, we have Collector Series, which we don't actually know when this promo is going to be dropping. I'm assuming this is like, I guess maybe a weekly promo, right? So with him already having the offers and everything, maybe this is like a Monday promo, something kind of replacing like AKA. So here are the offers for that. All right, so those were some leaks. Now I actually recorded that part of the video just so you guys know last night. It's this morning right now, 9:30, and I just want to take a look real quick at the market because for those of you guys that didn't see yesterday, obviously we had the Coin Frenzy pack come in. They pulled it after an hour and then it never returned. I don't know what's going on with it. Are we going to get it back? Don't know. Was it too cheap? Did they put it up at too cheap of a price? I'm guessing that's what it was. Because as I explained to you guys, if you had training points previously, right, before that pack actually dropped, well then, if you were just sitting on them, you probably got them at the lowest training, which means you were opening up that pack for about 5,500 coins per. And people were making coins on it non-stop. Okay, Grant, shout out to Iowapoly. He tweeted me a chart yesterday where he tracked hundreds of those rolls and literally every single time came out to be a profit of multiple thousand coins. So I don't know what exactly EA's plan was with that pack yesterday, but it backfired on him. Definitely, okay, because people were making a lot of coins on it. So with that being said, they flooded the market with coins yesterday, and that led to a lot of price increases. Now, as you guys can see, these champions right here, pregame access 85 overalls. Now that it's the morning, things have calmed down a little bit. Prices are starting to come back down a little bit, right? As you guys can see, champs are kind of sitting around 230, 240K. These champions were more so around like 200,000 coins yesterday. Now, the question is, are they going to bring back that pack? That I don't know, and I'm very, very curious to see if they will bring back that pack. But we also have Legends dropping this weekend, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to say, all right, go ahead and buy players now. I'm probably just not gonna ever do that, just so you know, okay? Going out there and saying, okay, buy now, unless there's like a complete market crash, then yes. But what you gotta understand is, I'm still waiting to buy players. I'm gonna wait until this Saturday, okay? We have Legends coming out. We'll see what else happens. But let's say Saturday rolls around. We know we have mystery packs gonna be coming at some point. They contain Legend packs. So I'm thinking they're dropping Saturday. They might be dropping this Saturday. Maybe they push it to next Saturday. I don't know. If they bring back that coin pack at any time during this weekend as well, it could just cause the market to go absolutely crazy. We might see prices jump up. We might see prices fall down depending on, you know, the step offers for the Legends and everything. There's so much going on right now and uncertainty. But some things we do know is that next week we have team builders, right? Because they didn't drop this week. And according to MUT Leaks, those champions are 85 overall. So we know there's not a price increase or an overall increase just yet, depending on, you know, the overalls of those players there. However, what I will tell you is we tend to get an overall increase pretty quickly, okay? Immediately after the game drops, which the game is actually dropping technically standard worldwide release this upcoming Thursday. The game technically isn't even out yet because we've had the deluxe edition since last Thursday here. So with that being said, I think an overall increase could be likely. So if you're gonna buy players at all, okay, this weekend, if you find some good players that you want to buy, you want to snipe up a couple cards, whatever, just know when we get that overall increase, if that's next weekend or the week after, whatever, in general, cards are just going to continue to fall. The biggest thing that I've been telling you guys not to do, though, is buy these expensive core elites, right? Because when you take a look at these core elite cards, it's just ridiculous. Like Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, like, why are you buying these cards for how expensive they are? It's insane. I mean, Lamar for 1 million coins, it's just ridiculous. Do not do that. For me, if I'm going to be buying any cards at all this weekend, it's likely going to be a mixture of promo cards, right? Pre-game access cards, legends on this Saturday, depending on how much they're actually going for. The key thing, though, even with legends, as I always tell you guys, is wait a week, right? If you wait a week, those cards will get cheaper. So a lot going on here. Just thought I'd quickly come in here, talk about the market, and showcase that, yeah, pre-game access cards are up a little bit. They could, again, skyrocket, though, if we do get another, coin pack, whatever. If they bring that back at some point today, you might see prices kind of take a jump again. But also, if they bring that pack back, what are the odds they bring it back at 40 training points per? I think they're going to change it, make it way more expensive, or completely crap the odds to not make it as good. So a lot of stuff going on in the market. For me personally, I am still buying a little bit of training points if I happen to find any like 81 overalls for, 18.5K to 19K, just in case they end up bringing that pack back and then it causes prices to go crazy again. Or for Saturday, potentially, if we get mystery packs there, I'm buying a couple 81 overalls. But yeah, as you guys can see right now with the market, I mean, everything is just still completely jumped up. And the thing is, today, there's no content. Tomorrow, there's no content. So no one's going to be on here just ripping through a bunch of packs. So don't really expect to see a ton of cards thrown up in the auction house to be sniping right now. People have been asking me, should I be buying a lot of training points? Like right here, right? Jason Myers, 27K. I'm not buying that. If I find one for 18.5K, which is the minimum for 81s, or 19K, then I'll buy those. But I'm not buying at these prices. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.